choice. You come over the top, or you come underneath and bump it through. See, bump it through like this. I place this here for sensitivity. I stand up here, and then I walk this line here. Most people do it this way. I don't even bother with that. I walk the line, and I break the arm right there. Here's the arm break. Arm's broken. I bring this up top, anchor. There's that there. Boom. There he is. Step across. This way. All right.
Welcome back to the channel. This is Kongtek Fu, the Pendecker here once again. When you see the sword of the Pendecker, you know what time it is. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about today as we're starting a series known as the Vanguards of DeFi. In other words, what we're paying tribute and homage to is those people and those projects which are committed and dedicated to the protection and the forward advancement of true DeFi. Now, one of the things about true DeFi is to know and understand that you have to know who you are when it comes to digital entrepreneurship and or cryptocurrency and or blockchain endeavors. All right. So if you don't know who you are, and I don't mean that in a philosophical or spiritual way, I mean it in an investment sort of way. All right. There are different type of people, and there should be, in cryptocurrency and or blockchain. All right. And a lot of people come into crypto as offshoots of people who used to be into trading and stocks and bonds and all of that, things like that, because that was there, of course, in the financial system before there was cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency did not come into play until 2009. All right. So now what we have here, and let's go on over to here, guys. So this today in the Vanguards of Crypto, we are talking about Zen Crypto, just to be specific. But let me get back to knowing who you are. There are essentially a couple of different types of people. Now, mind you, there are subdivisions in between, and we can get on to the subdivisions. But just to keep it simple, just to keep it practical, remember, we have to keep things simple. All right. And in order to be simple, we have to realize, as I just stated, you have the traders, which are the buy low, sell high guys. You know what I'm saying? The buy low, sell high people. All right. And then you have the Bitcoin maxis and the Ethereum people, and or the hodlers, if you will, the people that buy coins and hold coins, hoping that at some point when they 5x, 10x, 100x, whatever, or maybe a Bitcoin will be worth $1 million in 10 years and I'll cash out and I'll be a millionaire. Hey, that's a strategy. I'm not coming down on it. Like whatever your strategy is, hey man, get in where you fit in. Whatever you feel is right for you, you go ahead and do that, and don't let anybody tell you any different. You want to be a trader? You want to buy low and sell high? Do that. You want to be a Bitcoin maxi? Do that. Okay, it's working for Michael Saylor so far, and Kathy Wood, and then that whole, Bitcoin maxi, Matt Kaiser, who probably is Satoshi. Well, at least that's what they say, so it's working for those guys. But then you have, outside of the traders, outside of the Bitcoin maxis, okay, then you've got us. You've got the DeFi degens, okay, and the DeFi degens, we are the guys that we use whatever, we're like the mechanic in the tool shed. We use whatever tool will contribute to our financial independence, okay? So today we are talking about Zen Crypto and the Jack Levine project, okay? It finally went live. There was a few seconds there where you couldn't really do anything. You got the dashboard, you got the staker. Of course, you can't stake until after your term days, which is 100 days right here, as you can see. You got your dashboard there. All right, there's the global rank, there's the active mentors, there's the active stake. all of that stuff. Genesis, okay, the time since 21 minutes, okay. And I went in and I minted my Zen, guys. I did that, and I knew that according to Jack Levine, if there was no traffic, it should only cost you less than $4, maybe $3.75. That was the gwei at that moment in time, and or the gas. That was the thought in mind. However, we all know that there's going to be transaction fees, and I figured, I says, I'm going to pay, anything under $5 is cool. Then I said to myself, well, maybe $10, and then I said, well, based upon the traffic, that's also unrealistic at this point in time. I could wait till later tonight, 3 o'clock in the morning, and, but I had to consider the C rank, okay? And the C rank, of course, is, the quicker you mint, the more you have people behind you, and the more you're propped up, and this, that, and the other. So, I saw it at $45. I saw it at $40. I saw it at $38, and I says, nah, I'm not gonna do it. Maybe is it worth it? But when it got down to $35, I said, you know what? I think that's as good as it's going to get right now. And if I want a high C rank, the highest C rank I could possibly get, I'm just going to have to bite the bullet on this one, because at the end of the day, Zen is not even going to be viable for at least 3 years until we decide what the hell we're going to do with it. But it is a pure DeFi project. That's why it is the first in the series of the Vanguards of DeFi series that I am doing, because it is very important that we protect DeFi. What is DeFi? DeFi is short for decentralization. You have to realize there are centralized entities that do not want you to take them out of the picture. That is the whole point of decentralization, is to take out the middle guy and or the guy that's trying to control you. The guy that is trying to convince you that you need to give up your power of attorney over to him. That's exactly what you do when you put your money in the bank. You put $10,000 in the bank. You may get 2%, 3% if you're lucky a year. I'm going to say that again. A year. Meanwhile, in that year's time, they've made millions off your money, okay? Because they're going to take that $10,000 and they're going to loan out $9,000, because they have to keep a certain percentage in there. And they're going to make money on that $9,000. And then they're going to take $8,000 on that $9,000. They're going to take $7,000 on that $8,000, and then down and then down and down and down and down until they get all the way down to a penny. And they've got all these loans and all of this interest going. And in a year's time, they done made millions of dollars off your $10,000. And you, yeah, you might be able to go to the movies by yourself. But anyway, this is what we're doing, guys, and I just wanted to do a short take on Zen Crypto. There's plenty of videos out there. Don't FOMO into this thing. Don't pay $180 gas fee, You pay, $30-40. Yeah, that's kind of tolerable at this point in time, because everybody and their grandmother is trying to get into this thing, and it is indeed a good thing. I myself, everybody's talking about their strategy, their Zen strategy. There's only one strategy, guys, and that is the strategy of Jack Levine as he designed this thing, okay? And that strategy is to mint for 100 days and then stake it for 1,000 days, which is 2.74 years, which is just short of 3 years, okay? So that is the optimized way of doing this in the fashion that the creator would have you do it. Meanwhile, back at the camp, as a DeFi person, as a crypto person, you should have many other projects that are paving the way for your daily dividends and or that which you live by, because we live by the principle of compound interest. Therefore, that means, what does that mean? I'll tell you what it means. What it means is that we amass or create wealth, but we do not spend that wealth. We expand our wealth. That's step number 2. And then step number 3 is that we live off the dividends. So step number 1, you amass wealth. You create wealth. Step number 2, you amass more wealth. You expand that wealth. Step number 3, you live off the dividends. So the truly wealthy person, I'm not talking about being rich, I'm talking about being wealthy. The truly wealthy person does not spend their assets. They keep their assets and they live off the dividends. In other words, if you own a cow, you don't buy milk. You sell your milk, okay? And if you need more milk, you simply buy more cows. So you see, the person that owns the cows never has to buy milk, but he's able to sell a little bit of the milk so that he can live comfortably off the dividends, okay? So there you have it, guys. So once again, this is the Pendecker bringing you real financial kung fu, all right? And be well. Don't be desperate. Utilize compound interest as a lifestyle, not a goal. It is a lifestyle, all right? Where we make our money work for us, not us working for our money. Thank you very much. Peace out.